Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of my Senones campaign for Rome 2's Rise of the Republic DLC. And a lot happened in the last episode. We were actually forced back from the capital city of Aritim, which we had captured the episode before that, and I did have Martiola inside the settlement, but listening to my better judgment, I actually moved her outside the city. And good thing I did, because they brought 2 full stacks, the Etruscans, to siege the settlement, and if Martiola had been inside that settlement with her battered forces, there is no way she would have made it out there alive. So she did force march back across, and now she is back in, I believe, our only held province of Senonia. And the Umbri were actually called in last episode by the Etruscans, and they force marched across these mountain ranges here and actually sieged our capital, but we did have a very large battle here, as you can see from the sign, and destroyed that Umbrian army. And the blessing in disguise is that because the Umbri were called in by the Etruscans, the Picentes are not at war with us just yet, so that does give us a few turns, hopefully, where we can just decimate the forces of Umbri, and this is my next target. The whole province of Umbria. We're going to have to obviously take the capital, but we'll worry about that for last. So what I'm going to do is hit Sestinum and then come down here to Iguvium, and then I'll move across to Perusia, and I'm hoping that the BOII will just come down here and destroy these armies. I don't care if they take Aritim. I'm not really interested in this province anymore just yet, because we've also got the Tarcuna, who have pushed pretty aggressively north and are fighting the Ligurians. But yeah, so the Picentes are not in this war just yet. And another thing we're going to try for this episode is I'm making a decent amount, 1,500 per turn, and John Dowdy, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but in the last episode he made a good point that it would only cost about 1,100 to field another army, just a crap stack of young swords, and use 2 armies against them, because one-on-one, that's why we're in this vicious stalemate here. We really have not gained any extra territory except for Sarcina up here, which is still 53% Etruscan. So we're slowly cutting down on the cultural conversion there, but the public order is mainly due to the cultural differences. And the slaves a little bit as well, because I think we have taken slaves. But yes, so we are going to be focusing on building a second army, and I probably can pare this down just a little bit, because we do have a garrison at Senna, and after this is upgraded, we're going to have 3 units of Gallic Axemen, plus 2 Gallic Spearmen, and then 4 Gallic Skirmishers. So that's 9 there, plus we've got the 2 Assault Raiders of the Tribeless Warriors and the Tribeless Slingers, so that's 13. So I might just keep the general here with 4 young swords, and the other 2 plus the cav will be going into this new army that I'm going to build up, and we are going to start that this turn. So we're going to bring Gabranos in, who, if you guys remember, he came of age last episode, so this is our new chief. However, I'll always look at Martiola until she dies as the main leader. I wish I could maybe transfer this back to her, but that's alright. But yeah, so we are going to bring him in and start getting him some influence, and we do have 2 daughters as well, which we can use to maybe marry to the BOII tribe and the Ligurians to further increase our relationship with them. Fighting a specific culture. So I'm wondering if maybe we should go for the war decree as well. I'll think about that. I'm not going to waste my money on it just yet, because we do need to get this army started. So let's go ahead and raise Gabranos, and we're going to put him on foot.
Ready for orders.
And let's go ahead and start getting a few young swords in here. So I can only get 3. But as I said, he's going to get 4, 5, plus the cav, so that's already 7. So we'll just build a ton of these young swords and then just smash on into the Umbrians with everything we have. But I think that is all I can do. Our money is basically going to be non-existent for the next few turns. But as I said, we've already got our towns up to level 3. So hopefully once we do that, we will be gaining a bit more. And I will be looking to try and sack with these armies. So I'll sack with Martiola probably, and then stay behind the second army, and then have the second army out in front, and Martiola could come in as reinforcements. Because that was the main problem too, is we would always come in with our army to sack or raise, and as she's trying to recuperate the losses of the battle, they would just bring another fresh full stack in. But if I had an extra fresh full stack to combat that, while Martiola takes a few turns of replenishment, I think we should do much better. But as I said, it's really going to bankrupt our economy for the next few turns. And we are also upgrading our infantry, which I think is a solid choice. I don't think... Is there anything that allows us to get better units? I assume these champion halls. We can actually confirm that right now. Yeah, so this is where we get noble Gallic swordsmen. Through this building here. And... I mean... Trying to see... Now, the coin maker as well, we have to be careful because it's -3 upkeep for all units in this province. So they will get more expensive as they do move out of the province. But we can also raid as well, which I haven't been doing as much as I should have. But looking at diplomacy, the Ligurians, because we were brought into the war against Tarcuna, the Ligurians actually are very friendly with us, even more so than before. So let's try and get a trade agreement with them.
Our ancestors.
They're going to offer 100 gold for non-aggression, which I will gladly accept.
The iron strength.
And now they accept trade. Huzzah! Excellent. Will they take a defensive alliance, I wonder?
Welcome, worthy friend.
That's low. Okay. What about military access, maybe? What if I give them back their 100 gold?
That I must reject your offer, worthy though it was, and hope for some.
No, okay. But that's good. We're getting very friendly with them. We're up from 119 to 159, so they're actually going to be more friendly with us than the BOII. And I'm thinking maybe I will give them this if they accept it. Okay.
You speak from deep wisdom.
Okay, but it looks like we've found some new factions down here.
You have my ear for your speech.
Okay, they're not going to take non-aggression.
Welcome. I threw. Yesterday.
You have reached civilized lands now.
Are these guys Etruscan? Yeah, they are.
Before making such an offer?
All right. Oh, we see Carthage though.
What do you wish to
Oh, he's at war with all these people though. Yeah, and do I really want to draw the eye of all these factions? Probably not. We've got Croton down here.
If I can give you a dark.
Fratani. Why are they neutral? Oh, okay, so we're not really at war with anyone that they care about right now.
For my part, welcome. We are strong enough alone.
Wow, we've actually discovered a lot of people.
I cannot say yes.
I welcome you on behalf of the.
Yeah, so everybody's just not willing.
Enter, friend, and speak. Yesterday, I saw many dead fish in the water.
Syracuse?
Enter, friend.
Oh, come on.
No. I am honored to receive this. Yesterday, I saw many dead.
Blur, 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 blur. Okay. So yeah, there's our 3 friendliest.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread and drink.
Fair enough. Still looking to confederate with them eventually. But that extra 100, no, it's not going to allow us to get one more young sword, unfortunately. But we are making a little bit more from that trade agreement, which is excellent. I already looked to see if I could bump up the taxes, but it's going to cause some major public order issues in Sarcina, so don't really want to do that. But I think that's all we can do for this turn, so let's go ahead and end it. And see what the Umbri do. Forging that trade agreement with the Ligurians was extremely useful because now it's pretty much opened up most of the factions on the map, at least for us to see, so we can negotiate with them, which is good.
It is Laren's will that we go to war. with
Okay,
him.
so
We would not deny the will of the gods.
we'll call in the BOII. Of course, they're going to declare war on us right away as soon as we discover them. The Etruscans just really dislike us, even more so than the Romans, I think. And I saw another army from Umbri coming in, so might have to divert Martiola's attention over there. Oh, why don't they attack the Etruscan army there? It's forced march right outside of their city. I swear the AI sometimes. Enemy champion has terrified the units, reducing their morale. Migrating tribe of history has invaded the region. That's the Veneti's problem. Down to 1,200, obviously, because yeah. So here's a stack from the Umbri. But what is this? So native Umbrian spearmen. I mean, they've got a lot of cavalry.
Thirsty for battle. Death in battle. There is no finer end.
Wow, we can actually get 5 of those. That is nice. But, oh man, I really would love to see what they have over here. Because I can actually just move into their way. It might be safer to do that, because I've got 9 here. 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus the garrison, but the garrison really isn't that good. I mean, it's just a lot of cavalry.
As you request.
Let's see what's over here.
Now.
I mean, it's
Just
wide
say the
open.
word.
Well, what kind of garrison do they have here? A 9.
I am ready.
I could just move over here and raid, but I'm a little nervous about what's going to happen down here. I could still force march over here as well, because I'm worried that next turn they're going to call in the Picentes.
Warriors all.
And then with the 40 stack, there's no way I'd be able to do that. So just to be safe, I'm going to come back over here. And they shouldn't be able to go around, I don't think.
Cannot go this way. Do your duty.
There, so just stay there. You should be in range, I think. Yeah, it looks like you are in reinforcement range. And that might save us a little bit of money keeping her in the province, because, again, it does reduce the upkeep. Just that little extra bit. 3%. 4 more turns for that. Sarcina, I'm going to have to hold off on that for a while, unfortunately. But hopefully the BOII can deal with any rebellions that do spring up over here. And actually, I did not think about the Etruscans as well. They could be coming over here. Wait a second. They're not at war, are they? The BOII aren't at war with them. Oh, crap. That's not good.
Welcome, worthy friend. Let us break bread and drink ale before words pass our lips.
Mm-hmm. So that's what they were doing. They're not at war with the BOII.
As you request.
Thirsty for battle.
Can see if I can maybe buy them in.
We have need of talk, I'm sure. But we also need good food, a warm fire, and warm women.
Moderate. Oh, come on.
You have an honest tongue, and so I reject your offer hesitantly, and without wishing offense.
Yes!
All praise
Yes! Okay, so that might have just saved us. So now the BOII are going to hopefully go after these armies and save my settlement. So go after that large army there, now that they are at war. I mean, they still could come in here and try and go after us, and if so, I'm going to lose that settlement. But It's only making me 165 gold per turn. These are the real money makers over here. So, yeah, we're going to have to wait on those extra forces for another turn. But now we are military allies with the BOII as well, so any other pickles, I guess you could say, we get into wars with any other factions, they automatically will be brought in, I believe. So let's go ahead and end the turn and see what this Umbrian army does. But unfortunately, she will be tired because she's in forced march. Always ambush when attacked. Forces in this stance cannot initiate battles. Cannot muster new units. But, yeah, they should be able to reinforce. So please, BOII, go after them. Please. Please take them out. I hope the BOII can actually go first before the Etruscans. The Veneti are going after the BOII. Interesting. I'll, of course, enter on the side of my ally. So, more wars against me? Oh, boy. But the Veneti are in dire straits because they just lost their other settlement there as well. The Umbri have pulled away. Excellent. Oh, yes! And they crushed the Etruscans. Oh, thank you, BOII. That is huge. That relieves our northern border for a time being. Excellent. Yeah, target's no longer available due to recent events. Yes. And the Picentes. What are you guys doing?
For the tribe! Fight with us!
So I can get 4 of them. So yes, they pulled away for now. Can I actually still hit that city? I cannot. I could hit this army. I wonder if that's their only army. How strong are they? I mean, yeah, they really don't like me. They're just as strong as I am, so I suspect that they have another force somewhere down here. But I'll wait and see. If they do go and siege us at Eritim, I mean, we've got a really solid garrison, plus I'll just stomp on them with Martiola. So I'm actually going to come over here. Or what do I want to do? Is this Umbrian territory? No, it's Picentes territory. So let's come back up here for now. Let's move here.
We love the open road.
We're fully replenished, which is good. Now, can I reach that in one turn? Yes, I can. So can I move forwards a little more?
Hurry up!
How far can I move in? Yeah, so past the city. So we should be good there, and we should also be good to... Should also be good to hit them next turn if we need to. But yes, continue to muster more forces. Let's see if anybody else wants to trade with us. Ligurians, obviously very happy with us. I'm a little nervous that their... I'm a little nervous that their main settlement over here, it looked like it was under siege. From the Veneti as well, actually. Yeah. So the Veneti have grown quite powerful, but now that they're starting to lose their settlements over here from the History tribe, which usually these wandering tribes are quite powerful, they might have to withdraw their forces to protect some of their other settlements. This is another problem as well. The Veneti coming in, they could actually siege me. Can they reach it next turn? I can't really tell because they are in forced march right now, but I don't know if they can reach that in regular stance. Yeah, not really sure. But I guess we will find out. 2 more turns and the fishing village will be done, and 3 more turns and the towns will be done. Oh man, but the BOII saved my neck there. That's really softened them up. Okay, and it looks like the Veneti are just kind of headed south. They're not really interested in coming for any of our territories just yet. Oh, Picentes, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, so the Umbri... Oh, no! That is not good. That is really not good. We're going to have to retreat from that.
Relax.
Okay, good. So they've withdrawn, but we know that there's 2 full stacks over there now. So what I might do is actually try and encamp. I think that I could win if I was encamped. I could beat both of their armies. So more young swords, our income again dropping even more so.
For the tribe! I live to serve the people of God. Death in battle.
Another 4 there. And I mean, the Picentes... Oh, see, they built up another 20 stack, and I don't want to tell the BOII to come over here, but I think that they kind of have to. At least for one turn. Where's that army? Are the BOII no longer at war with them? I thought for sure they were. That's the Umbri one. So why is this one not showing up on the map, I wonder? The Howling Wolves. Because they're right about here. So that must be a bug. Yeah. So hopefully, I guess they'll just go out after them on their own. But, I mean, they're a little bit banged up after taking on 2 stacks of the Etruscans, but I think with their garrison, they did all right. I mean, they've got 4 Gallic axemen and there 2 Gallic spearmen, so they've definitely upgraded that to probably at least tier 4? I'm not sure. No, maybe it's tier 3 or tier 2. Fair enough, fair enough. So, at Eratim, they do have that extra 20 stack, and Tarcuna over here as well is a little bit scary.
Can I finish my wine?
I'm actually thinking maybe what I'll do, can I force march this army north for now? Can I pop it right into there? I can, so let's push them up there. And let's continue to stay here, and I'll just continue building young swords through them. And yeah, I think that should be good. 2 more turns for that, 1 more turn. So hopefully once these are finished, we should be able to get a little bit more in the way of income, which would be nice. And let's see if we can enter into any more trade agreements.
Enter, friend, and speak. We surely have much to...
That is low. Low. And those are the ones that like us the most. So I doubt anyone else will. I mean, these guys are pretty weak, so we might get away with it.
But may Athena strike us all dumb if we speak anything but truth.
No.
No temple can stand upon just 2 pillars. We cannot...
And I really don't want to enter into any agreements with Carthage. They're a client state of Taurus. Now, Taurus is at war with the Fratani, the Samnites, and these are all factions that are close to me. Or relatively close to me, that is. So yeah, probably don't want to enter into any agreements with them just yet. But yeah, we are just more powerful than the Eratim now. Okay, pivotal moment here. Let's... Oh goodness, I almost forgot.
Ready.
So, yeah, this should... Plus 10 melee defense skill. So let's move right in the way and fortify. And if they do come against us, I really think that I would be able to win that. I mean, I hope, anyways. Let's find out. I mean, they might not even take the bait, so... And there is the option that the Picentes are just moving through my territory to get to the BOII territory up north. Oh, no, they're coming back down south. Okay. And in fact, I might leave that army up north for now. Really? Okay, so they have both come in. A lot of Italian cavalry. Italian slingers, which is pretty garbage. It's a lot of cavalry. And native Umbrian hillmen. I don't think that they're too good. However, they're probably about as good as my young swords. But we do, remember, have the towers in the defense. And like I said, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 units of this 40 stack is cavalry. And we've got a decent amount of infantry here. So it's going to be a huge risk, but I really think we can do this. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright guys, so I think I have set up a decent defense here, although I didn't see which side they were coming from, so it'll be interesting to see. Okay, so it looks like they are coming from over here and over here, and there you've got a lot of horse skirmishers, and I didn't really see a good spot to put my cavalry, so I'm going to try and move them over here. And I'm going to have to readjust things just a little bit here. Let's get my slingers over here to start firing down on the cavalry. And it looks like they are going to come in. Of course, I did not have the stakes in the correct spot, which is a little frustrating. But that's okay. So let's just, fire onto this big blob of horse skirmishers here. Actually, if I can grab you guys and move you over here, that would be good. But my young swords should easily be able to deal with the cavalry as they do come in. The only thing is me having to readjust my cavalry inside here because there really isn't a lot of space. But the young swords are doing all right for now. And what are they firing on? They're firing on my axe warriors, of course, which is a valid target because they are one of my more elite units, which I did want to save for the final bit, or the final stand. Where are you guys going? Just stay here and start firing. There you go. Just fire right over the walls if you can. Excellent. And they're so grouped up too. That's going to be perfect. Slingers, come back. And there we go. Cavalry slamming into that barricade there, which is just fine. Javelins are set to hold. Wow, looks like the barricade is already broken, which is pretty crazy, but the sharp stone beds are going to slow them down, so they shouldn't get a decent charge. And where is the general? I don't even know where the general is, to be honest. Well, now that most of their cavalry is engaged, I will think at moving out my cavalry very soon. Oh, actually, it looks like we did have a unit of Italian cavalry coming through here, but they did get hit on the stakes, which is excellent. And like I said, my young swords against cavalry, they should be fine. Slingers, get out of melee. Seriously, just get over here now. And where's the general? He's an Umbrian defender, so I'm not going to move him in yet. Just make sure they are all engaged. No, stay back. Can you guys fire there? No. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can. Okay, let's push in on this side and this side. And my javelins, I'd like them to face over this way and help out a little bit more. Naked swords are protected for now. All right. So yeah, waiting for this side to break. Again, like, the only ones we're really losing are the tribeless, what are these? Tribeless slingers? No. My Gallic skirmishers over here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So they've used all their ammunition. Let's get these slingers over here now. And we can send these guys in. I don't know why these young swords charged out so much. they're going to be a little bit surrounded, but I think this Italian cavalry really isn't that good. And what the heck? They're going after my young axes again. Or my Gallic axemen. Alright, so I think it is safe to move the cavalry out of the stakes as long as we walk them. And we will see what happens, because we've got a lot of skirmishers back here that are kind of just not really protected. As they start to move in more of their infantry, we're going to be able to get some decent charges, I think. So as long as we walk them, we should be okay. But these slingers again have moved into melee. Can you guys fire at anything? They're not really getting a good angle, unfortunately. And these slingers are just running right in, not even slowing down. Yeah, these Gallic axemen are getting cut up. There we go, slowly moving the cav out. That's good.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Oh, my skirmishers that aren't listening. Of course they're wavering, with full ammo as well. Get over here, please. I'll just leave them where they are. If they get some shots in, they get some shots in. The towers are what's going to be doing most of the damage, I think, anyways. But as I said, most of their units are engaged now. So let's send 2 this way and 2 around this way. And we're going to give them a little taste of their own medicine here. With all of this cavalry. There we go. We're starting to see some Italian cavalry wavering. Let's get the Gallic axemen in a little bit more. Very nice. Still balance of power pretty far out of our favor. I'm going to send both of them in here because it looks like they are trying to bring some spears. So I want to crack this skirmisher unit quickly enough. And let's charge into the backs of them. Let's get this unit over here a bit. Let's see if we can catch those horse skirmishers there. Yeah, looks like we are going to get a charge off. Very nice. And they're broken. Let's pull away from those spears. And they aren't even coming in over here, so I'm going to move these units over here to help in case we need them. And I'm going to send a unit of young swords out as well. There we go. Let's bring them over here. They're mostly against skirmishers, so it should be fine. Let's send a little bit of help around there. And keep leading these Umbrian spears out of the way. Yeah, seeing a lot of wavering now. Just wanted to bring in this extra unit to free them up because it looks like they are trying to bring spears forwards. So let's pull back there. And good. Left all of his skirmishers free and in the clear. And this one's getting a little cut up, so we'll pull out there as well. And see if you can chase them down. That would be good. But yeah, huge hit here. Let's get this young sword unit out and around to go after those skirmishers. This is actually the general's bodyguard as well, so let's see if we can lead him on a little bit. He's going to have to drop his guard on those skirmishers eventually, which looks like right now is what he's going to be doing. There's some more skirmishers over there, which we will go after. Young swords doing really well there. What are you guys fighting? Yeah, you're fighting the skirmishers, right?
Our men flee the field of battle.
Who's fleeing? Oh, okay, so they are starting to break in a little bit. So let's push in with some more young swords. And let's send the naked warriors in as well. And let's try and get a nice rear charge here with this cavalry and just break this side completely. And here comes the general, so let's pull away. That's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to break those skirmishers just yet. And let's give them frenzied charge. And that should be a nice hit there, completely surrounding all of the Umbrians on this flank. Even though there are some spears as well, we should be looking pretty good. We've got some young swords in behind their lines as well. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Chain route. Got the general over here. Skirmishers. Try and kit them if you can. These guys are coming back, so we'll come after them. Nice. Very, very nice. Let's hit these guys. Yeah, complete route over here. Nice. So we need to capitalize on that, though, and make sure that they don't return. So let's send you guys that way with those young swords. And you guys come out and around. General, you're also... I'm going to send you right into the fray as well. Where are the naked warriors at? Yeah, so they are right in the mix. Let's charge onto those. Oh, we got one that came back. Excellent. So let's send you after them to make sure they don't escape. Again, the goal is to kind of keep them as depleted as possible, because that means that they aren't going to be able to have two other full stacks to oppose us once we do push in to try and take their settlement. So we are a little banged up as well. Our young swords are kind of taking a bit of hits, but we should be able to push on and take out their settlement pretty successfully, I would think. Let's bring some more young swords over to the side. There's only 14 there. Let's go for them because they're a little bit more important to take care of. And on the horses, frenzied charge once again. Let's see if we can see this charge in. Beautiful. And I'm going to leave them in melee even though they are a little depleted against the spearmen, because we do have the Gallic young swords here as well to help out. And where's my general? Let's give an inspire. That was a horrible unit to pick, but there we go. Yep, they're starting to fracture. Complete chain route. Let's bring all the cavalry over here.
Turning in our favor.
You as well. Yep, that's it. And yes, definitely continue. Run them down. Everyone, charge. Where's the cavalry? I need them over here ASAP. Let's fast forward here. Yes, this cavalry, go get them. Yeah, this one is really banged up, this cavalry unit, but yeah, not too bad. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So all of our units survived. We didn't lose a single one. Okay, cavalry over here. Yep, general.
The enemy general is
nice.
dead.
So the general is gone too. So really need to capitalize on this. Make sure that we run them all down. Okay, so they're at the red line, so let's go after these guys next. Don't let those hillmen escape. And any escaping over this way, I mean...
The enemy general.
Oh, nice, that was the other general killed as well. Perfect. And there we go. So a very successful battle there. Don't think there's too many more big blobs. They're running after one or two there. So yeah, I think that's it. But look at the carnage here. That is amazing. A lot of dead Umbri there. Not too many of our boys lying in the dirt there. Excellent job. All right, let us end the battle. A close victory, but I will take that. And there we go. Both armies completely wiped out, and our cavalry again getting the most kills there, but they mostly aided in running down the rest of them. Martiola going in late in the fight, but still getting 160 kills, 154 by the Naked Warriors, and 135 by my depleted Gallic Axemen. Let's go ahead and kill the captives. We'll still gain a decent amount of money from that to fund our second force. And it looks like the BOII are going back to deal with the loss of one of their settlements there. Falsina was taken by the Veneti. So that could be a bit of a problem. High chance of civil war. But we've got a feast, wealth of agriculture and public order. Why a high chance of civil war? Minus 18. Where do they own? Hang on, I need to use map view here. So they own that settlement there. And that's it. I mean, if they did cede from us, we could go against them pretty easily. So we've got 8, so let's do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. So that's 13. And then we've got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we're actually going to leave one of those. So that's our full 20 stack there. Complete. Our crap stack, as John Dowdy put it, which is legitimate. But they can definitely help us out in the coming turns. So I wonder, because they're probably pretty weak, the Umbri, at this point. I mean, it says that they're still same strength rank. Can we push in and take that, I wonder? There is nothing there. There we go. And 92%. And we're just going to sack it this time. Which will gain us 2,300 florins. But it should also allow us to force march back out of there as far as we can. Although it does leave us at risk that the Picentes may come after us.
As you request. Hurry up.
But maybe I can force march just back in to our own territory to start to take replenishment. And I can't really tell if they can reach us or not. But that did give us enough money that we can upgrade this, which would give us some more food. Or maybe we should go for something like this. Let's see. +2 food from all ports regions this province. So that would kind of make sense since we do have 2 ports here. The brine distiller. So that would really buff up our food, plus our agriculture. So we could definitely convert this over. And maybe put in... Because we do have industry here. That's the other thing, though, is we do have the industry. But I think we'll just go for the fishing village. It's going to offer us 70 more in income. And it's going to give us some more food, and it actually... Tribeless warriors, tribeless singers, and Gallic hunters. So yeah, it does kind of upgrade our garrison as well at Sena. So yeah, we'll go for that. And we got that, which gives us +10 armor for all our units and melee defense skills. So that's definitely going to come in handy. And what should we go for next? Horse Ranch, which gives us Noble Horsemen, although I don't think we're going to be able to afford the Noble Horsemen. Wealth from entertainment, diplomacy with Greek factions and trade tariffs. Research rate, corruption, tax rate. And loyalty from all parties. Ooh, that would be good. So we'll have to go straight from there. And minus 15 political incident occurrence. Could go for that. That's fine. We need the cultural conversion anyway, so it is going to take quite a few turns to go through that. However, it will help us in the end. And I don't know if they can reach us over here, so what I'm going to do is just because I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to move these guys in front to protect her. So that we at least have the 2 stacks there. If they do come in and attack us here, I mean, yeah, it's definitely going to suck them doing that. But I'd rather do that and then retaliate instead of losing Martiola. So, yes, I think we can do one more end turn. I'm leaving them up here because I want to see if this does rebel. But, I mean, I could secure their loyalty, but I could also just trample them into the dust and save the 1100. I mean, for 5 turns, it would give us... So they're minus 18. So it'd give us minus 8. The risk is 15%, so we'll let it ride. One more end turn, and then I think we will end the episode. Except we actually have a skill for Martiola. Let's see. Income from looting settlements, that's probably something we should go for. And we should probably go down this tree at a certain point. But yeah, we will probably do a lot of sacking with her, so we'll go for that. That's going to help us gain extra money. And end the turn. Oh man, the poor BOII, I think they might actually be on their way out. They are dealing with a lot of enemies. But then again, so have I for the entire campaign, so... I mean, the Ligurian... Oh, thank goodness that the Picentes just left. But the Ligurians, I mean, they have their fair share of troubles too. I wish that they would ally with each other too, so they could kind of hold the north. But the Veneti are just causing a lot of problems. Oh, what did he do? Faction joins our enemies. Okay, so looks like the Picentes is... He caused them to disband? Are you serious? That is annoying. Alright, so what we'll do... You can reach them, so we'll send you here. Let's send you down to here. Okay, so we got 12... 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we basically just need one more, I guess. And our income is still 800 per turn, which is good. I think we will go for this because it makes sense with the ports being here. And it will help us get a little bit of extra income as well. And before we end it, let's just quickly take a look at diplomacy here. How are the Ligurians doing? I mean, they are losing a lot of territory.
Sit, friend, and let us talk. And let us... Greetings, friend.
Oh wow, they will gladly join our confederation. Oh, that's so frustrating though, because I wonder if that's like their last settlement. And we would just end up losing it. No, they've got some up here too. But it's just the Veneti are so powerful now. I don't know how they got so strong. Anyways, there's really, I don't think there's much we can do for this episode in the way of diplomacy. So yeah, it looks like both of our allies might be on the way out. So that does bode poorly for the existence of the Senones here. But we will continue fighting. I mean, if we can expand a little bit and get a few more armies in, then I think we should be all right. So good suggestion by John in getting that extra stack, because now we will have 2 full stacks, maybe one in the north and one in the south, or we can tag team the Umbri and see if we can just eliminate them all together. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And as always, I will see you in the next one.